Internet, Eric here. Jurassic July continues. What that is, for people who don't know, is unless I have a live stream planned, all through the month of July, I will be discussing dinosaur films. Whether that dinosaurs are the monsters we have to run away from, dinosaurs are the friendly people, or there's just a dinosaur in it. That's what I'm going to be discussing here on this channel. And this one is an interesting one. The subject of this video is an interesting one. I've been wanting to pull the trigger. This has been in my Tubi queue for God knows how long. I've been wanting to pull the trigger on this one for a long time because it's based on a book that I had when I was a kid. It was a picture book, you know what I mean? Not like pop-up or anything, but it was a picture book, maybe 10, 15 pages long. But I've always loved the look of the dinosaurs in it. So I figured, and you know what? Just because it's animated doesn't mean it won't be good. It's definitely made for family, but still, I always wanted to watch it because of that nostalgia I had for the book. Don't remember. I didn't remember much of the plot of the story from childhood, but today I am discussing We're Back, a dinosaur story. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot, spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. The basic plot of this is we are following a group of 4 dinosaurs. That's Rex right there, the T-Rex, and I don't remember the names of the other ones. A pterodactyl, that goofy fucker, and a triceratops. And, the basic plot is we're following those 4, and they have been abducted, literally abducted, by a scientist who is flying around in a spaceship and has a sidekick who reminds me of a more simple Great Gazoo. They are abducted by that scientist. He's from Earth. And he force feeds them a breakfast cereal. I believe that is called brain grain. It makes them super, super, super intelligent. They are now able to walk around and talk or speak English and act like humans. And he also has an invention that's an old radio. And 1 second, please. The scientist has a radio that he calls the wish radio. You turn it on and bubbles come out. Inside those bubbles are a person making a wish. And the majority of those are kids wishing for dinosaurs. You know, dinosaurs to play with. I wish dinosaurs were real. They're so cool, blah, blah, blah. So he wants to make their wish come true. He literally drops these dinosaurs off in New York City. He also warns them to beware of my twin brother. You know, evil, twin, bad guy, that cliche. Because he owns a circus that is basically horror themed, scary stuff, wants to scare the children, freak show, that type of stuff. Eventually what happens is the dinosaurs are forced to work as slaves in that circus, and is up to I guess you'd say, not a group of kids, but two young kids to rescue them. Okay, first off, I really enjoyed this one. I did not know what I was going to think about this one, again, because it is definitely more geared towards children, more geared towards family, but I really liked it. First off, the animation is great. It says Steven Spielberg presents. And if you know anything about animation that has to deal with Steven Spielberg, it has this fun look to it, like Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, lesser extent Freakazoid. And it has that fun animation to it, the way the dinosaurs move, the beautiful colors. It's upbeat, it's pretty, it's nice to look at. The characters, Rex is voiced by John Goodman. He is the typical leader, means well, wants everybody to live life. He wants everybody to be happy, because the movie starts off actually with this family of bluebirds. And there's 3 male bluebirds. They're kids, 3 male bluebirds. There's a female who's being picked on because, you know, brother's picking on the sister. She flies away. To all you Stephen King fans, Blaise Bardal voices the bluebird, the female bluebird. Or I think maybe it is a boy. Who fucking knows? Anyways, the picked on bluebird, Blaise Bardal from Pet Sematary. Or if you're a 90s kid, Ghost Rider. And she sees that Rex is out there playing golf, talking. And it's on Earth, and he's telling the story. He's a very likable guy. The next up, we have the pterodactyl, who I really like because she's this prim and proper, regal type of character. So she bounces off the goofiness of the other characters. We have this Triceratops who is fun, but he's kind of soulful and talks like he kind of reminds me of Baloo the bear from a Jungle Book, just soulful and cool, and all I want to do is just have fun and eat. Like he loves hot dogs and stuff like that. And then we got this guy here, and as you can tell, he's not too bright. He's obviously the comic relief, voiced by Charles Fleischer, Roger Rabbit. He's also Charles Fleischer. Creepy scene in David Fincher's Zodiac, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one, Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. He's just there to be the goofy guy. All four of these dinosaurs work. They have great chemistry with each other. They're similar but different. I love them. The goofy one isn't too goofy. The soulful one isn't too soulful. The pterodactyl isn't too prim and proper. But they all work well together. The children. One is the boy. He ran away from home, wanted to join the circus. He's likable. He is this tough kid, but he's not like too tough. You know what I mean? I like him. The girl is the complete opposite. You know, she's the rich girl, unhappy with her family. She feels she's ignored. Voiced by Yeardley Smith, Lisa Simpson. She does great. Yeardley Smith is not annoying for once, like in Maximum Overdrive or The Legend of Billie Jean. She's likable. She's got a great chemistry with the actor who plays the young boy. The Great Gazoo character is voiced by Jay Leno. He's just there to kind of be annoying. Other characters, we have the good guy, I guess you would say the good guy scientist, voiced by Walter Cronkite, of all people. He's fine. He does a very good job of just telling the story and wanting to do good. So, and then you have whoever voiced the evil twin brother, really good, really menacing, really scary, does a good job being evil, will do what he needs to do to get what he wants. I like him a lot. So the voice acting is really good. The animation is really good. There's a lot of cool sequences in this. I love the sequence where, because they have to get from the pier, they're literally just dropped in the water, and they want to get to, I think, Times Square is where the circus is. Oh, Martin Short plays a clown that's working for the bad guy and is really a good guy, but he won't leave because he's afraid. Martin Short's fine. There's a great scene where all the dinosaurs have to get from here to there, and Rex is it's chaos because they're there during Thanksgiving Day's Macy's Day Parade. And it's cool seeing the different balloons. We got Snoopy and Woodstock, and Spider-Man's there, and I think there's a couple other recognizable characters. But they have to get from here to there, and they're at first they think the crowd thinks they're animatronics or balloons, and then they start singing and dancing and scaring people. Well, while that happens, the chaos happens. They have to get from here to there. I said that for like 3 or 4 times. Rex gets his foot caught in the back of a pickup truck, and he's using that as a skateboard to go where he needs to go. The pterodactyl has the little boy on its back, and it's flying from here to there. That's a fun sequence. Again, great animation when it comes to this action. The Triceratops, he ends up in the supermarket with a bunch of zaniness, and of course he gets the food and the hot dogs he loves to eat. He stops a robbery accidentally. And then Charles Fleischer, the goofy one, he ends up in like the subway and on the subway train. It's a lot of goofy fun. Eventually, the dinosaurs are convinced by the bad guy to join his circus, because what happens is the bad guy knows how to do magic for some fucking reason. He's got like a weird metal eye that like a fake eye that looks like a serpent or a reptile, dinosaur, and he uses it for mind control and doing whatever he wants. And he turns the kids into monkeys, like chimpanzees, in front of the dinosaurs, and he said, they're going to work on my circus or you are, type of thing. So the dinosaurs, out of the goodness of their heart, they decide to take their place. And they're given something, instead of brain grain, it's brain drain, which make them more like themselves, vicious, not as smart. It's a great spooky sequence when he's getting his circus ready. You have ghosts, whatever it looks like, ghosts flying out and scaring the kids, this and that. Looks really cool. Again, the animation. And a really intense scene when the dinosaurs are uncontrollable, I guess you would say. The use of different colors is really, really good with the animation. Rex has gone from this goofy dork, this lovable dork, to this vicious T-Rex. And I loved it. And then when the dinosaurs are convinced otherwise, I guess, I don't know remember if the brain drain wears off or whatever, Rex is going to eat the bad guy. And it's, again, intense. This is a kid's movie, rated G. He's going to eat him. And I think the little boy says, oh no, he's actually going to kill him. In a rated G movie, you don't really hear that often. So that was really cool. Does not kill him. Changes his mind. They're back to normal. But the bad guy dies. He is killed by a murder of crows that is, although it's not bloody, holy shit. I'll leave it at that. And then, of course, the good doctor or the good scientist saves the day. Everyone's happy. And then society learns that the dinosaurs are good and they're able to live among everybody. So that's the basic plot of this. I really enjoy it. It's only like an hour and 11 minutes long. But I really, really liked We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. Hold on. Can I get rid of that? There we go. We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. Remember, nothing of the book, like I said, other than the illustrations. But the kids aren't annoying. There's the evil guy. The dinosaurs are very likable, very fun. There's the Great Gazoo. Look, he looks like such a fucking dork. But he's not that bad. The dinosaurs are great with each other. The animation is beautiful and fun, and it pops just like every Spielberg animated adventure, I guess you would say. Voice work is good between all four of them. Charles Fleischer kind of is pulling a little bit of Roger Rabbit. John Goodman is a lot of fun. The other two are great. Yeah, I highly recommend We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. It's a great movie for you and your kids to sit down and watch, or if you just want to watch a fun, sweet, animated movie. Highly recommend it. I was very, very surprised. I thought I was going to be, I'm 43 or 44. I don't remember. But I'm that old, and I really liked it. So highly recommend it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Click the bell. Tell me, have you ever seen this movie? Have you ever wanted to pull the trigger and never done it? Are you too old for this? You don't give a shit? Have you ever read the book? Or do you remember the book? Comment below. Tell me what you think. Yeah, I was very surprised with this. Coming up, coming up, a video will be on the Super Mario Brothers movie, the live action from 1993. This was from 1993. Jurassic Park was from 1993. Carnosaurs from 1993. I'm going to be discussing Prehysteria from Marty. That was in 1993. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which is what I'm getting ready to talk about. I think that came out in 1993. What is it about that fucking year in dinosaurs? Anyways, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a video I'm going to have by the end of this month. It's a TV show, a cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon that Marty asked me to discuss a long time ago. 13 episodes. I'm not making one video standing here the whole time because I'm going to forget stuff. So I'm watching a couple episodes a night. I'm editing in my thoughts. That'll come out by the end of the month. I don't know how long the video is. It is what it is. A video on Godzilla. I'm going to end the month with Patrick's idea for the series finale of Dinosaurs. This Saturday, me, Frenzy, and Derek from the Yesterday's podcast are having a John Hughes appreciation night. And whatever I have time for, and if I don't die during this humidity, we'll see what I can throw in at you. And then next month is Ass-Kicking August. Nothing but action movies. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got some stuff with Barb from Fear the Talking Heads cooking up. Gonna be fun, gonna be cool. Yeah, go check out We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. I was really, really happy with that one. Cheers.